Hello, my name is Brianne. I'm applying for the job of Veterinary Specialty and Emergency Hospital Manager. Let me tell you why I think I would be a great fit for this position. The first is that I've been in the veterinary field for over 20 years. That gives me tons of experience over someone maybe new in management or new to the field. I started back in 2001 and was a brand new veterinary employee. And I really had a desire to learn about animal medicine and help where I could. I went on to doing an internship program where I learned all about restraint. I learned about injection techniques, medications, and just overall animal care. 3 years later, I decided I wanted to join an emergency practice so I could get a little bit more of an exciting experience. And I stayed with this practice for over a decade and spent lots of time learning about emergency care, emergency triage, surgery, doing in-house laboratory testing, and all the other things that encompass emergency and critical care. I had a great time doing it. It was super fun. And at one point, I really wanted to move on to a more focused specialty. During that time, I went on to work at a specialty-only practice that did neurology, critical care, internal medicine, oncology. It was super fun. I had a great time going through all the different departments and services and helping them as needed with their staffing needs. At one point, I thought it would be really great to stick with one service and really learn it. I was offered a full-time position in oncology, and I got to work with animals who had cancer for a few years. I got to learn case studies, how to give chemotherapy, and really work together in a really sensitive environment. After that, I got really interested in internal medicine. I love the inner workings of the body, and I think it would have been great to learn that about animals. So I ended up getting a job with an internal medicine specialty department, and from there I learned even more than I knew before. I learned how to do all the non-invasive procedures such as endoscopy or colonoscopy the same way that it's done to humans. I got to learn how to do that on animals. I also went on to doing lots of continued education credits, and I went and did any program I could to kind of advance my knowledge. During that time, I decided I wanted to actually become a licensed nurse. The great thing about veterinary medicine is you don't have to be licensed. You actually can start learning as an assistant, and if you're really good hands-on, they allow you to do a lot of the things. However, your scope of practice is limited if you don't have a license to practice under. I fortunately was able to get into a program that fast-tracked me to complete and allow me to take my state and national tests, and I passed, and I'm a licensed veterinary nurse. After that, I was still practicing in internal medicine, and I was given my first lead position over all of the nurses at my hospital. During that time, I was able to implement really wonderful training, onboarding, and protocol techniques that I felt would help better the practice, better patient care, and better support our staff. From there, I was more recently hired on to be an anesthesiology veterinary nurse after doing a short internship with anesthesia. I absolutely love it. I'm the lead of all of the nurses there, and I run all anesthesias throughout the day. I absolutely love it, and I can think nothing more than to be able to put myself in a managerial position so that I can really help others achieve what they'd like to achieve and to really meet goals that we can all come to together. I've also taken some leadership seminars and training on management and really had to learn how to really kind of bring people together for a common goal. And I think I'm really good at that. I'm really good at motivating. And I think overall, that's really what somebody needs to be able to manage well, is to be supportive and caring and go-getting. And I think I'd be great for the position. I hope you would consider hiring me, and I appreciate your time.